Hello everyone, Features a 32 back again with another card class, one that more or less had to happen, that I kind of put myself in the position of doing after doing the first one, and it is the Bicycle Civil Unrest from Robert Tomlinson and the Bicycle Civil Wars from, well, Jackson Robinson and USBC. I say that because USBC did release these ones directly on the website, but Jackson Robinson did the artwork. This might actually be the first time a direct USBC release wins a card class. We'll see. So let's start her off. These ones, of course, designed by Jackson Robinson, released through USBC. Really nicely done, as you can see. Featuring eagles on the front. Both represent the Civil War. Custom or nice back designs as well, but just a standard seal on them. And I guess the blue deck represents the Union, the red one the Confederacy. You do get a card that tells you exactly who is on each one, which is not something you usually see in the USBC direct release, but is definitely a nice touch. A double backer as well. Court cards, much like a lot of Jackson's other decks, very nicely detailed, showing you different figures from the Civil War. From both sides is General Lee, not the car. Ace of Spades, I like to use a vintage style USBC Ace of Spades, and he spiffed it up with flags and all sorts of other stuff. And you gave the cards a nice dirty, weathered look, which definitely fits since we're reflecting, something that's old. And then he created these diptych chokers, which represent both sides of the battle, which is also really nice. Bicycle stock, as they can finish, because it's a direct USBC release, so it handles good, but not as good as some of Jackson's own releases. Then there's another one, which again, more the same. I believe the only main difference in this one is the back design and the color. The court cards and everything you'll find are the same figures. Jokers are the same. The ace is the same as well. The back is the real difference. It's basically the same artwork. The eagles is facing the other direction, and it's a different color, but really nice colors and everything. And I do like these cards. They're really nice. A lot of effort went into them. They are by far probably the one USBC direct release that had the most effort into it, because it was Jackson Robinson and not just some other random artist. But then we got this one from Robert Tomlinson, the Civil Unrest. As you can see, the front of the box, it has both flags on there, the Union and Confederate, bicycle branded. There is a second one that was unbranded that said CSA, Civil Unrest, on it. It kind of represented the Confederacy. However, since the back design is the same, I'm looking to part with it. That's the one issue with some of his decks, is he ends up with the same back design on both of them, just different boxes. But anyways, here's your back design, really nice, standard seal. Inside you get a couple of cards that tell you about people on the court cards. One of them has the back design from this deck, the Union back design. The other one has the unprinted Confederacy back. This is what would have been in the other deck had he received more funding, but that didn't happen. And it's nice. They're both similar but different and fitting, and I like them, but it's just too bad the second one didn't get produced. However, it's a little bit strange to me that the Confederates get the blue color and the Union gets the red color. I would have thought it would have been the other way. But anyways, in this deck, spades and clubs do represent the Confederate States, and as such, he made the ace of spades the Confederate States of America ace of spades. They all have customized pips reflecting the flag of their Confederate States or the United States. Code cards, really nice color images of different figures. Unlike the Jackson decks, he did not put the name through the center. You just gotta look at the other cards to try to figure out who it is. But they're really nice. They look like portraits of those people from that era. He did a fantastic job with them. Also, one thing I noticed, the background of every card has map details. The reasoning is you can actually put this together, set it all up, and you get a map of the US from that time period, illustrating the war, basically. Ace of Diamonds represents the Union. The Jokers have a couple of Navy ships representing each side, which is really cool. This one, as you can see, instead of having the US, like the USBC decks usually have, it says CS, which is really cool. Nice touch. There's your Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Spades, and then this is cool. The Ace of Hearts is also a special ace, and it's the United States of America ace. And then the other Joker has the US in the corner instead of the CS, and that's that. It's nice back design and everything. Overall, a really solid deck and effort. But which one would I choose? Which one is the best Civil War deck? That is a good question. It's a tough one. And I'm really interested to hear what all of you think about this one. Personally, I have to give this one to Robert Tomlinson. And I know some of you are going to crap on me and say, what? Are you nuts? It's Jackson Robinson. But you know what? It is Jackson Robinson. So what? Robert Tomlinson put a lot of effort into his deck. Completely custom. The pips are nice. They're custom. The black ones represent the Confederate States. The red ones represent the Union States. Code cards, very nicely drawn. I like the color. Makes them more lifelike and not just, looking like the ones you see on your dollar bills. Which is fine. I mean, I like Jackson's code cards. They're very nicely detailed. They're beautiful, but I just kind of like his a little bit better on the Tomlinson's deck. The back design is also really nice. I mean, nothing wrong with these ones. They're really nice as well. But I just kind of like this one. I prefer it a little bit because it's more rider back style and cleaner. It has a little more color to it and pop. And what else? The Jokers on both decks are pretty nice. I like how he used the Ace of Hearts to represent the Union and the Ace of Spades to represent the Confederacy. And I also like that he went the extra mile and put that map on the face of every card where you put it together like a puzzle and you get this nice map, which I've never done myself yet, but something I could do in the future. Don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Jackson Robinson's deck. This is a very close one, but I think that Robert put in just a little more effort in the Civil Unrest, and I like it a bit better. Just the little details like the custom pips representing the different groups, colored code cards, the map, everything just makes it a little bit better. Now, all we need is Jackson Robinson to do a World War II deck so that we can do a third card class and settle this once and for all, because Jackson had the better Independence deck. Robert had the better Civil Unrest deck, or Civil War deck, and now we need one more to settle the score. But anyways, that's what I've got. See you next time. Let me know what you think.